I want to give you a short introduction of our PessaMill, and our other process. When I joined Bühler in 2008, I remember the first days I worked also for this project. I was a bit involved in the R&D work, and our colleagues from India came to us and said, look, we need to do something. Our customers, actually all the end customers, we have the following possibilities in India, as you see. We have the homemade other flour, or we have beside the road a small flour mill, where we do the other flour, or we have the big industrial chucky mills, but no one of them is really state of the art, not is a hygiene standard, it's not fully automated. Can you do something to have the same characteristic, the same product, but really in an industrial plant? So these were the market demands. So clearly the customers in India were looking for a higher quality, they were looking for a bit more variety of the product, and also more and more growing demand in India was the food safety aspect. So you can imagine the old traditional chucky mill, stone grinded. Of course, when you eat a traditional chucky, you feel sometimes a bit sand in the bread inside. This is because of the stone, the sand from the stone, which goes into the end. Of course, in a process of today, this is not exactly good. So, after a long time research, we're struggling a lot. We had to stop from the beginning again, change the direction, look on the problem from our view. We had finally a process, and the industry didn't accept it. So our end customers, or the customers' end customers, the housewife in India, if she's satisfied with our product, then we know we reach our target. And at the end, the key part of this other process is actually our PessaMill that we developed. The PessaMill, can you go one step? The PessaMill itself is like a roller mill, but with huge motors. So we actually not grinding the product inside, we squeeze it together. We have like a hydraulic system in the PessaMill, and we can go with up to 200 bar pressure on the product. So we put the wheat inside and the flour inside, and it's coming out below. It looks like a wooden plate because of this 200 bar pressure. But with this mill, we were able to really get a similar flour characteristic like we get used of the stone, with the very high starch damage, the very high water absorption. We could increase the temperature on the product to really get this typical agar characteristic. Here you can see this is a typical overview of such an agar process plant. On the left side we have the warming silo, the tempering silo, which is actually the same like in a traditional flour mill. And on the right side we have our PessaMill installed. As you see on the top, we have the intake, we have the cleaning, tempering. The only difference compared to traditional milling is we have like a recirculation process. So we put a wheat in the PessaMill, we grind it, we sieve it, the flour out, and everything what is too big still, we return to the PessaMill. Some product goes 10 times, 20 times over the same machine until it comes out as fine flour. Compared to the Indian traditional chucky mills, it has the following advantage. So we could optimize, we could increase a bit the yield. Of course, that depends on the other requirements. Energy saving. So the total process, if we compare with traditional chucky milling, we were able to reduce the energy about 5 to 10%. It depends on each case, but in average, it's a bit less. The biggest saving is for maintenance. The traditional stone, you see there, a person on the picture is a bit small. On a chucky mill, a stone has to be regrinded and recorrugated every 2 weeks. So you have to take the stone out of the machine, you need to take a hammer, or you need to take a grinding machine and you regrind a new profile in the stone. So that we do every 2 weeks. So you can imagine that's a lot of maintenance work. So you shut down one machine, then you have to do the next one and the next one, and you have to rotate. So it's quite demanding. And really operation safe. So with a traditional atta grinding in India, a big issue is the power supply. So there's many power cuts in between. Traditional atta milling, the process is running full, the power stop. So then you have to first open the grinding gap of the stone, and you have to restart again, then you have to close again, and there you lose a lot of production time and so on. So when we designed our plant, we really were focusing on it, that we can restart the process again without opening any machine. Because our process is mainly used in India and Bangladesh, in these kind of countries where we have a very weak power supply. So with the PessaMill in the process, we were really able to get similar requirements and run really factories like we get used to normal flour milling, 24 hours, 7 days a week with a consistent quality. Here you can see some quality parameters. These were actually really the important parameters our colleagues from India mentioned to us. The starch damage and the water absorption for this traditional atta. So we have now 75 to 79% water absorption, and with the PessaMill we were really able to reach this high water absorption, high starch damage, and get these very specific baking characteristics of the flour. Here over on the map, I think the points, the dips are a bit small. You can see where we have already reference projects installed. So mainly, of course, India. We have a lot in Bangladesh, but also we have now in the Middle East, we have in Africa, but we have also Canada. And there will be soon also coming in the Southeast Asian market, because we have a huge Indian population in Thailand, in Malaysia, and so on. Currently, a lot of product is imported from India, and they are very unhappy with the quality. So many people are looking forward to do here investment, and soon we will have also here in Southeast Asia a few points more. At the end, I want to show you also here a short video of the atta process, which shows also the history of the development together with our colleagues from India.
I came first time to Switzerland in 2009, and it was amazing for me to see the country. I came to Uzville to join the team which was going to rebuild the atta flour process.
Atta is the traditional Indian whole wheat flour generally used for flatbreads, including chapati and roti. In recent years, many companies have tried to develop an alternative process for the industrial production of atta flour without using the typical chucky stone mills. So far, all attempts have been unsuccessful. Now, Bühler has accepted the challenge.
The main challenge is that atta flour is not a unique product which is accepted. If you produce something with the same quality, it is accepted all over India. It is not that. And it is changes place to place. So we know that we have to develop a process which should be flexible to produce all kind of flour, which is accepted by all regions.
We had the task to convince the housewives at home that have daily this atta flour in their hand. The difficulty to reach chucky atta qualities that you match the granulation, particle distribution, the starch damage and water absorption. And this was the main challenge, to combine all these parameters in one. We was a long time able to reach one or each other, but not all combined. Bühler always tried to reach the highest food sanitation This is our main target, and we try to prevent to use the chucky technology, as we know there is some particles, foreign impurities going along the product, and we didn't want to have that in our process. That was also a challenge, that we not include this old technology. After the basic research and the first good results from the first test plant, I was thinking, and also the whole team, that we are now on the path. And this was the moment where we start to build the first pilot plant at the customer site.
Even with the latest technologies and innovative ideas, the development process still poses challenges that need to be overcome.
During the first commissioning at the first customer site, we figured out that we are still having some problems, mainly not reaching the capacity. We had some condensation problem in the process. That was for us that we have to sit back on the table and find a solution.
When we redesigned the process, we could able to achieve the throughput, and we could able to overcome the condensation issue.
To improve the process, increase the aspiration, several technical issues we could solve, and started then with the second commissioning, what was in the end a success.
The first machines have been commissioned and are running successfully. This is how the process works. There are 6 steps to creating the ideal atta flour. The raw wheat is stored in these bins. Then the wheat is cleaned in 2 steps. Now the cleaned wheat reaches the heart of the machine, the PessaMill. The PessaMill replaces up to 20 traditional chucky mills, while saving up to 10% energy. After passing the PessaMill, the product runs through the plant sifters for separation. Part of the intermediate product is then passed through the roller mill for size reduction. After that, the only thing left to do is packaging. The atta flour is now ready for transport.
Finally, we have achieved the task that was given to us. We made a revolution in the whole atta process as we brought the new technology on the market and replaced the old stone mills.
The customers could not able to differentiate between the atta flour produced in the stone mill, atta flour produced in PessaMill. If I see back, I was not imagining that today what we are. I can proudly say that we have reached the market expectations on atta quality.